Someone waits for me.
This is Ken Carpenter welcoming you to the Bing Crosby Show for Chesterfield. Produced and transcribed in Hollywood with John Scott Trotter and his orchestra, Judd Collins with the Bears and Bing's guests, Ken Murray, Burl Ives, and Miss Laurie Anders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last broadcast of the season. Yes, this program marks the close of our current radio series. It marks the end of 39 weeks of hard and painstaking labor. And now, tottering toward the microphone is Bing Crosby.
Wheel me in, boys. Only one more to go.
Oh, Ken, thank you.
Glad you made it.
It's difficult for me to believe that we've really gone through 39 weeks.
39.
Seems like only yesterday that we were doing our first broadcast of the season. Bob Hope was our guest, you remember?
Right, yeah.
Man, we sure got off to a flying stop that night, didn't we?
That was just bad booking on your part.
What do you mean?
You should have had him on this show.
I tried to get him, tried to book him, yeah, but at the last minute he had to fly to Australia.
Bob had to fly to Australia? What for?
Well, they've just perfected a new breed of kangaroo down there. This new kangaroo has a zipper on its pouch.
Kangaroo with a zipper on its pouch?
Bob flew down there to pull the first zipper.
You mean Hope flew clear to Australia just to pull a zipper?
Now, don't be so surprised. You know, anytime there's a grand opening, he'll go. All he wants is just a crowd, any group from 5 to 5,000 people, and he'll be there laughing, singing, selling ballpoint pens and dancing, passing the hat.
Well, that's our boy, all right. Anyhow, Bing, now that this is our last program until fall, what are you going to do this summer?
Well, Ken, did you happen to know that I'm a member of the Shoshone Paiute Indian tribe up in Nevada?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm going up north into Montana to fish on the Flathead Indian Reservation.
Oh, you member of the Flathead tribe, too?
No, but I think I could get in with very little trouble.
You have a point there.
Oh. Let me up. Well, one whack with a tomahawk will take care of that, huh?
Tell me, Bing, I'm interested to know, what do you do when you walk into a strange Indian reservation? What's the procedure?
Oh, well, I'm glad to help you out with anything that troubles you about this because I'm really an expert. I'm a member of 2 tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ken, I usually ride in, I tie up my pony, throw my bow and arrows on the ground, put on my formal blanket. That's the one with the belt in the back.
Oh, yes, I'm on the task.
Then I braid my hair. That don't take a minute. Then And I walk up to the chief's teepee.
Yeah, and then?
And the chief and I have a little powwow. And at the conclusion of our meeting, we smoke the peace cigarette.
The peace cigarette?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always thought the Indians smoked the peace pipe.
Boy, that's the end of you around here. Kenneth, it's the peace cigarette now. And do you know what the peace cigarette is?
Oh, it's got to be one of those milder Chesterfields.
Certainly. Chesterfield's a real peaceful smoke. As a matter of fact, Ken, most smoke signals are now done with Chesterfield.
Well, what do you know? Isn't that wonderful?
Well, after we smoke the peace cigarette, we ask the chief where the fish are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he opens up the deep freeze. He gives me a mess. I thank him, get him my pony. And I ride... And I ride off into the sunset.
Well,
see them a-tumbling down.
Dragging your fish behind.
Dragging my fish behind.
Well, that certainly is a nice arrangement.
Isn't it? You know something, Ken? I have another nice arrangement right here in my hand. It's by John Scott Trotter, and it's an arrangement of a new tune by Burke and Van Heusen's titled "I've Got to Fall in Love Again." This is from nothing. It's just a popular. Taking such liberties tonight. They know it's the last show, and they're just being as fresh as they can be. Be some new faces here in the fall. That's all I can say. But this is a brand new song. John, go ahead. I remember back in high school, I fell off of my horse. And what did my teacher tell me? Get back on, of course.
Now that's a good rule to observe. So before I lose my nerve, oh, I've got to fall in love again. Give my all in love again. Turn on that moon above. I've just got to fall in love. I know a fella who bumped his head, made him crazy, the doctor said. But then he bumped his head once more, and now he's as good as he was before. So I've got to fall in love again. Give my all in love again. Turn on that moon above. I've just got to fall in love.
Got to fall in love again. Give my all in love again.
Turn on that moon above. I've just got to fall in love. I know a fella who dropped his watch dancing the Charleston at a coffee clutch. It used to lose about an hour a day. Now they use the time and rattlers on the Erie. I knew a fella who was steeped in sin. He went to church and the roof fell in. He tasted the brimstone, saw the fire. Now he's singing second tenor in the young men's choir. So I've got to fall in love again. Give my all in love again. Turn on that moon above. I've just got to fall in love. Won't some kind lady please drop her glove? I've just got to fall in love.
Hey, friends, you hear all kinds of advertising these days, but Chesterfield has always believed in just telling you the facts. Now, folks, I'd like to present a great singer of ballads, our foremost exponent of American folk songs, Mr. Burl Ives.
Thanks, Bing.
Nice to have you with us, Burl, tonight because, this is my last show.
Did you get fired?
No. Just leaving on vacation.
Well, have a good time, Bing, and don't forget to shave before you try to check into a hotel.
I'll hack everything. Say, you got a song for us?
Yeah, I got a little song I recorded here. It's kind of a spiritual.
Oh, I love spiritual. What's this one?
It's called Noah Found Grace in the Eyes of the Lord.
Oh, who wrote this?
A fellow by the name of Robert Schmertz. He's a teacher in Pittsburgh University.
Well, he'll be happy to hear that you're doing his song, I'm sure, and we'll listen to it very eagerly. Burl, go ahead.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry.
Oh, the Lord looked down from his window in the sky, said, I created man, but I don't remember why. Nothing but fighting since creation day. I'll send a little water and I'll wash them all away. The Lord came down to look around a spell. There was Mr. Noah behaving mighty well, and that is the reason the scriptures record that Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry.
The Lord said, Noah, there's going to be a flood. There's going to be some water and there's going to be some mud. So take off your hat, Noah, take off your coat. Get him, Shem, and Jeff, and build yourself a boat. Noah said, Lord, I don't believe it could. The Lord said, Noah, get some gopher wood. You never know what you can do till you try. Make it 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry. And Noah said, there she is, Lord. The Lord said, Noah, it's time to get aboard. Oh, take of each creature a he and a she, and of course Mrs. Noah and your whole family. Noah said, Lord, it's getting mighty dark. The Lord said, Noah, get those creatures on the ark. Noah said, Lord, it's beginning to pour. The Lord said, Noah, hurry up and shut the door. Oh, Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry. How the ark rose up in the bosom of the deep, and after 40 days Mr. Noah took a peep. Said, we're not moving, Lord, where are we at? The Lord said, you're sitting right on Mount Ararat. And Noah said, Lord, it's a-getting mighty dry. The Lord said, Noah, see my rainbow in the sky. Take all your creatures and people the earth, but be sure you're not more trouble than you're worth. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry.
Hey, that's very nice, Burl. That Dr. Schmertz of the University of Pittsburgh has got a nice little song there. I wished he'd go down to Forbes Field and do something for the Pirates. But will you come back and sing another song with me later, Burl? Fine. Now, if you excuse me, I've got some other business here. Folks, at this time, I'd like to present a big New York television star who is, this boy has been flown out here at great expense to himself, I think. We have here the star of the Ken Murray Show, Mr. Ken Murray.
Hiya, partner.
Say, Ken, I want to tell you, this is real exciting. This is a considerable pleasure to us to have a big television star like you with us. What are you doing out here in this desolate land of radio and motion pictures? Do you come as a tourist to visit the old ruins?
Oh, I don't know, Bing. You look all right. Of course, I haven't seen Hope yet.
Oh, that's pretty frightening, I can tell you.
Tell me something, Bing. When are you going into TV?
You're not reaching me. You're just not getting through to me.
No, really. When are you going to get into that TV?
Oh, I don't. Not me.
Don't be bitter about it. Why don't you get into television, get your feet wet?
Oh, not me. Most of the people I know who went into television to get their feet wet, they're now going down for the third time. Well,
I don't know. Could I borrow that boy for New York?
We have a lease on that boy. He's a...
Well, if...
He's what you call an athletic laugher, isn't he? He just rears back and turns it loose, doesn't he?
I have a line here that I'm going to say. It doesn't fit anymore, but I'm going to say it.
I'll give you the straight line again. You want the straight line?
No, let's just do my line
No.
and see how flat it is.
Most of the people I know are gone down for the third time.
Well, if someone throws them a sponsor, they'll be all right. That's my line.
I don't think the line was much anyhow.
No, I think it'd have been better alone, to tell you the truth.
I think it'd be better just make a show around it.
Yeah.
Build the whole...
Yeah, we'll get a... Love that boy.
Isn't he a laugher?
Yes, he is. I can't understand you, Bing, though. I really can't. What became of the bubbling, energetic Bing Crosby that I used to know?
Here it is, right here.
Well, even so, I cannot understand you being a fugitive from television. Why don't you try it, Bing?
Television's dangerous. Did you know that?
What are you talking about,
Why,
Ben?
it's plenty dangerous. I read in the paper the other day about a guy that was on a television show. A fellow watching him recognized him as the guy who'd stolen his car.
Well, what has that got to do with you?
Well, suppose I go on television. Some guy sees me, puts the finger on me, claims I stole his car. Where am I then?
Oh, that happens to me every week.
Well, you ought to quit stealing cars, boy.
I don't mean that. All those things happen. About a month ago, right after my show, a fella called up and claimed I was the guy that stole his overcoat at Toots Shores. And then one time a lady called up and claimed that I was the fella that was stealing the milk off her porch every morning.
Well, Ken, that could be serious, you know. You could sue that lady for accusing you falsely.
Oh, I don't want to sue
Get her
the
with a
woman,
lawsuit.
Bing. After all, we're neighbors.
I see what you mean.
But the top of them all, Bing, was the night that some fella called up and claimed I had stolen his wife.
Get out. Some guy claims you stole his wife?
Yeah, I tell you, Bing, he was the most grateful man I ever talked to.
I'll be darned.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of loot in television, Bing. You better get in there.
I can't worry about television now. I've got another big problem on my hands. Tomorrow
What's that?
I got to start on my vacation, Ken.
I bet you're desolate.
I just won't know what to do with myself.
Well, I've got an idea. I know a wonderful vacation spot for you, the Double Arrow Dude Ranch at Sealy Lake, Montana.
Double Arrow Ranch, huh?
Yep.
Well, thanks for the suggestion, Ken. That's nice, but I have a ranch.
It's so tough to get this guy anything for his vacation. Isn't it? But Bing, there's a beautiful lake on this ranch.
Oh, thanks, Ken, but I have a lake.
I see. And this ranch is surrounded by gorgeous mountains.
I've got mountains.
Then how about a trip to Europe? Don't tell me you got a Europe, too, have you?
Don't worry, I'll fritter away my time somehow this summer.
But, Bing, you won't be happy loafing. I've got to find something to keep you occupied.
Well, now, maybe I could get a job modeling hammocks or contour chairs or something.
Well, you have the contour for it.
Now, wait a minute. I bulge right?
Yes, I know what you can do, Bing. You can work with me. You know, you can help me write songs.
Wait a minute. Help you write songs?
Yes, certainly. Haven't you heard? I'm now known as the Stephen Foster of television.
I thought that was Nick Kenny.
No. I've just written a tone poem of Americana entitled I Like the Wide Open Spaces.
Did you write that?
That's
I've
me.
heard it. It's good. It's a good song.
It sold over 200,000 copies the first 2 weeks.
200,000 copies. Wow. Say, is it too late to write that one with you? I could dash off a few catch lines, you know. Just get a few yells down at the end.
I'm sorry you've missed the boat there, partner.
Well, I got a boat too. Huh? But I like the way that little girl on the Budweiser show. That's your show, isn't it? The big TV show.
That's the old Anheuser-Busch.
Under the old Anheuser-Busch.
That's
Oh
right.
boy.
With good old Budweiser every
Say,
Saturday.
what's the girl's name? Laurie Anders?
Yes.
She's real cute. She sings that. I like the wide open spaces. She's a cute chick.
Well, it so happens I've got Laurie with me tonight. Would you like to meet her?
Say, we'd all like to meet her.
You know, Bing, Laurie is a real Western gal.
Where's she from?
Comes from a little town called Goose Egg, Wyoming.
That's the real name of the town? Goose Egg?
Where is that?
I don't believe I know that town.
About 12 miles from Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming.
Diddly dead burn.
Is it
I don't
very
believe I
big?
know it. How big is it?
Well, it isn't very big. It has a post office and a nightclub and 2 telephones.
A post office, a nightclub, and 2 telephones. Well, why the 2 telephones?
Well, that's so the postmaster can phone the nightclub for a reservation. Now that you and Laurie are here, why don't we head for the wide open spaces, huh? What do you
Well,
think?
that's okay with me, partner.
Well, how do you get Laurie into this routine? What do you?
mean,
What's the
how do you-
magic gimmick? Yeah.
What's the magic word?
Yeah.
Just one word. You
Oh,
know.
I know, cowboy.
I like the wide open
There
spot.
she goes.
I help wear the cactus great. Where 2 guns beat for ice. I like the wide open spice.
Now I'm a man that's aggravated. Got trouble, female kind, like a horse that's single-gated. She's got a one-track mind.
Now some gals like their silks and satins, a diamond or bouquet. When I ask my gal what she likes, well, here's what she'll always say.
I like the wide open spice. I help wear the cactus great. Where 2 guns beat for ice. I like the wide open spice.
I like the wide open spaces out where the cactus grows, where 2 guns beat for aces. I like the wide open spaces.
The top man of the Wahoo Nation, they call me Super Chief. Catch him squaw at the railroad station, catch him plenty grief. Breaking her up, me like fun around her. She started into squawk, she made me chief, holding the head with her engine tomahawk.
I like the wide open spice. I help wear the cactus great. Where 2 guns beat for ice. I like the wide open spice.
I like the wide open spaces out where the cactus grows, where 2 guns meet for aces. I like the wide open spaces.
I took my gal a horseback riding, moon shining high above. Found my arm around her sliding, I started talking love. When I puckered up to kiss her, she started in to shout. She hit me with her loaded pistol, knocking my front teeth out.
I like the wide I up where the cactus race.
Dr. Cow,
Where two guns beat for ice.
all is dead.
I like the wide open fight.
I like the wide open spaces out where the cactus grows, where two guns beat for races. I like the wide open spaces.
I like the wide open spice.
Man, you can't beat the New West, can you? If she ever come to Elko, I'd lose every cowhand on the place. Thank you, Laurie, and thank you, Ken. That was lots of fun. Now, Burl Ives is back. You ready, Burl? You know the big song of the year is Old Smoky. Burl, do you think you and I can handle that?
Sure, Bing. Start it off, and I'll slide in somewhere.
I'll make an effort. John Scott has a beautiful arrangement here that I think you like.
Good.
On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover from a courting too slow.
For courting's a pleasure, and parting is grief. A false-hearted lover is worse than a thief.
A thief will just rob you.
Thief will just rob you
And he'll take what you have.
and take what you have.
But a false-hearted lover
A false-hearted lover
will lead you to the grave.
lead you to the grave.
They'll hug you and kiss you,
Hug you and kiss you
and tell you more lies
and tell you more lies.
than the cross ties on the
Cross ties
railroad,
on the railroad,
or the stars in the sky.
or stars in the sky.
On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover from a courting too slow.
Bing, you know, we've got a mighty important selling job to do here tonight.
May the good Lord bless you and keep you.
May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see.
Every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows. Never mind what might have been.
May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again.
May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet.
Till we meet again.
Thank you so much. Wonderful audience. Now my thanks to Ken Murray, to Laurie Anders and Burl Ives for joining us tonight. Before shoving off, I'd like to also thank the large and industrious staff that makes this program possible. And deep appreciation, too, to all our listeners and to the Chesterfield people who prime the pump heavily on this little operation. They're wonderful folks to work for, and you can take it from me, Chesterfield's a smoke for you. We'll be back in October, folks, and now just for old time's sake, don't you think we ought to let Ken Carpenter have one more word here?
Who, me?
Yes. Don't you think we should leave the folks with a thought for the warm vacation months?
Oh, that's a good idea, Bing. Just remember, folks, that only Chesterfield gives you mildness plus no unpleasant aftertaste.
And that's the biggest plus in cigarette history. Science discovered it, and you can prove it by smoking Chesterfields. It's been wonderful being with you this year, and we'll be back for Chesterfield again in the fall. Till then, I want you to have a real good summer. And when you pack for that vacation trip, don't forget what I've been telling you about Chesterfields. See you then next fall for Chesterfield, huh? Good night and thanks.
The Bing Crosby Show, presented by Chesterfield, was produced and transcribed in Hollywood by Bill Morrow and Murdo McKenzie. We'll be back in October for Chesterfield, the best cigarette for you to smoke.